Hi, it's me, Brandon. We're here for, I want to say it's episode 9. Sure, let's say it's 9. Um, well, you know why you're here. Okay, so in the last episode, really bad stuff happened, and the prisoner that we had attained bled out and died, and everybody was sleeping, and nobody noticed. You know, these things do happen. It's a new day, though, so they're going to wake up, they're going to go bury the body, and they're going to move on with their lives. You know, and maybe in life, this is the ultimate lesson. It took us 9 episodes to get there, but I think that the lesson is sometimes in life we move on. You know, sometimes you just move on. Things don't go the way you wanted them to go, or they don't go the way they could have gone, and you move. You just have to pack it in and move on. You know, like a traveling circus. You just move on. It looks like they did finally decide to butcher the bear because I'm seeing a very large amount of bear skin hanging out over here and a large quantity of meat. So that makes me happy. What isn't making me happy is that nobody is doing any research. So let's go ahead and see if we can fix that at this point because we need some research being done. I need batteries. I have a windmill, but I have nowhere to store the electricity. It's a little bit of a problem, right? Because what is the point of making electricity if I have nowhere to store it? So I'm putting in some electrical lines here so that I can turn this into a fridge. I do believe that I do have the cooler technology so that I can make a fridge. To make a fridge, you build a room and then you add an air conditioner, and then you turn your air conditioner up really high so the room gets very, very, very cold. That's the goal. And you want to do, I should have done this earlier because we're already having a lot of our food rotting away in storage, and that's tragic. But, you know, these things happen. We're going to need a little room for batteries. That's the other thing that I'm going to build right now is a little battery room. This is going to be just called battery room. Just put a little door there. I'm not even going to put floors in it. But yeah, we're just going to put some batteries in this room when it's time. Not yet, though. We still haven't researched the batteries. I'm telling them to research, but they're not doing it. Oh, did did my two that fell in love end up taking the bed yet? Hang on. Maybe I need to, like, deconstruct this bed. I thought the two of these people fell in love. And yet I gave them a double bed and they're not using it. Did they already break up? No, it says they're lovers. Hang on. I think it works. Okay, I've assigned both of them to the double bed. I think it's going to work now. The reason I want them both on the double bed is, honestly, 2 in 1 room now means I have 2 additional rooms. So I'd prefer to have them in the double bed because I built the double bed, and it would just make... A mad sparrow? What the heck? Oh, it's dead. That's fine. I'll allow... You know what? Eat that sparrow. That's food. Look at all the wood everywhere. We cut down all this wood and we've moved none of it. We need to move all this wood into storage. I need to turn this... That needs to be a priority. We have a huge issue where storage is just not a priority right now, and it needs to be. So I'm gonna turn this room into a storage room, and we're gonna make this a priority. Because I absolutely need them to store stuff more effectively here. There we go. This is gonna be the storage room. It's gonna be fine. I might need to put a wooden column somewhere in the middle. There we go. Okay. We've got our fridge that does not have enough electricity to function because we have no batteries and our wind power is minimal. Also lovely. Hey, but we built the battery room, so that's all good. Yeah, I think we've come to a full circle conclusion of I guess my dilemma, which is every time I try to make friends with a person, I try too hard, and then I end up pushing them away, and then I feel very bad about it. And they either, one, tell me that they need space from me, which is fine, or they don't, and they ghost me, and that's the less fine. What is going on here? Oh, he came into this place to attack me sneakily, and instead he was mauled to death by, what is these? A mega spider, mega crab, mega scarab, and a mega spider, and a spellipede. So I guess the lesson here is don't go in this freaking hallway because holy cow, they just killed him in moments. He didn't even get a chance to attack me. That was funny. I'm not gonna bother with like even worrying about that. That was great. I love it. Okay, so our base is doing well. We have no defenses. We have no electricity. We have barely any food. We have no light. We have no research happening. We have everything basically going wrong. Um, so, you know, this is very typical. This is 100% the way I play this game. I'm actually surprised it is still happening. It's shockingly surprising me, but it is. So yeah. So what's our next dilemma? I guess since we've made it through the I'm going to keep making friends with people. I'm just going to try to be more even with my distribution of friendships so that if I ever catch myself putting too much energy into one human, I back off and I kind of evenly distribute things so that I don't get too worked up. And it's just sad because like I truly feel like, oh my God, I'm like such a focused friend. If somebody needs a friend, like I can be such a focused friend, but you know, that focus can have all sorts of negative emotional side effects for me because then the moment I focus my friendship on a person, I start having expectations like, and I don't even know I have them. That's the kicker, right? It's like subconscious expectations. It's like I'm like totally not thinking about them they until the expectations aren't being met, and then I'm like, whoa, where did these come from? So I guess I could just go back to what I did in like high school, which is like don't really make friends with people. Yeah. My high school friends were like they people who made friends with me and then people who I was acquaintances with, but like I didn't actively make friends with people. There were people I really wanted to make friends with. Like there was this one cool kid in my school, and I remember he had this like the coolest everything, coolest mohawk, the coolest like backpack. He had the coolest like everything. I couldn't make friends with the guy. I don't know why. I just couldn't do it. Didn't know how. Yeah, I remember I I had really cool blue spiky hair, and I thought that like maybe like he'd notice me because I had like the second coolest hair in the school, but I don't think he ever did. We never did get to meet. I mean, I did talk to him one time about how he got his hair to stay the way he got it to stay, and I learned his trick, but I don't think I ever like told him my name. And I don't want to say popular, but I was like semi-ish popular-ish in high school. Like I wasn't a loner. I wasn't like all by myself. I guess it depends on which high school you knew me at. My freshman year, I was living in a different town, and I was a very lonely person. But when I lived in Las Vegas, oh my gosh, I was not a lonely person. From morning till night, I was either with people or on the phone with people, or with people or on the phone with people. I was rarely alone. I would have been if we had had like this kind of stuff back then, I would have been streaming the games that I was playing, and people would have been loving it. Transport pod crash. Ooh, let's take a look. Oh, he's dead. No, no, he's not dead. Somebody's alive. Well, let's go rescue. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's capture this dude. See if he lives. This game also just has some of the best music. So, yeah, I think we're going to end this video here. Thank you for watching. You know, we will do this again. Farewell.